Hi, Zach. Justin Bradford, Penalty Box Radio. So, Scout JP Glaude said that you said in an interview, if you take anyone in the draft, if you put one puck in the corner, I'm going to get that puck out. I'm going to win the battle. For you, obviously playing on the gray area and on the edge a little bit as part of your game. As you mature in your game too, how do you want to continue to play on that edge, but also maintaining to where you're doing your team justice and doing your team well?
Yeah, I think that mentality of always want to come out on top, always want to be number one is kind of what has strive me to get where I am today. I think I've tested my limits this year, and I've crossed the line a few times, but I think I've done it at every level, and something that has still helped me succeed in life and succeed as a hockey player. So of course I think if I want to make it one day in the NHL, I could keep working, keep having that same mindset that nothing's going to be handed to me. I'm going to have to work and outwork a lot of guys to get there. So I just want to enjoy the journey, and I think it's a step in the right direction. And if I keep working hard and continue on the path I'm going, I have a really good shot at it.
Hi, JP. So obviously some convincing typically has to take place for a pick like this to happen. How much convincing did it take to be able to trade those picks to move up for this guy? Because obviously we can tell that you're very, very excited about this opportunity.
Yeah, sure. And be honest, Justin, after our pick with Shveskov, which is like a great center, Zach was, I would say, was still close in terms of the Vetchkov on the list. So then the picks were in, and the way it was going, I think we probably began to think maybe try to get another first round pick, because we were very high on Zach. And that's what I brought Jeff and Tom Nolan, that the culture part is really attractive with him. And we make a lot of homework on him. I'm calling coaches, talking to him, have FaceTime call, and another interview, strength coach, his coach when he was younger. I mean, we did a lot of work, and now it's awesome to have him with Nashville.
Hi, JP. So obviously we know that he's a player that plays on the edge a little bit and is really difficult to play against. What is going to be the focus in making sure that he still maintains that being able to play in a little bit of that gray area and difficult to play against, but also maintaining those emotions as he matures as a player too?
You know what, Justin, what is great, and when we're doing our meeting, we're talking kids, they're 18-year-old right now. So, and after these kids, when they're drafted, they're going to work with Sebastian Bordelot as development guys, Rob Scuderi, Scott Nichols. So these guys for our development side, it's going to help them exactly on that side. I mean, just making sure stay focused, but and to be honest, Brad Marchand, when he was junior, I was not a scout, but he was crossing the line a lot. But and one day, in terms of clicking and getting it, I think Zachary is going to be the same. I mean, he's going to mature. He's going to know when and not. But at the end of the day, you want him to keep that edge, that character, that competitive mindset. And I got to say something. When we made an interview at the end, we asked players why should we draft you? And Zach L'Heureux responded to us. He said, you should draft me, because take anyone in the draft. If you put one puck in the corner, I'm going to get out the puck. I'm going to win the battle. So there's not a lot of kids would say that. That means a lot of Zach. And I trust the kid, and I know he's going to get it, but he's going to bring something to your organization which is different. So that's awesome.
Hi, David. Was there any thought before this opportunity came up to trade up for L'Heureux about that flexibility with having those extra picks, or is it one of those things that Scout JP Glaude really was able to convince the team that this was worthy of trading up for?
A little bit of both. I mean, we had our first pick at 19, and then L'Heureux kept sliding, and we started talking about it. And obviously, you work hard to get an extra pick in any round, and specifically that's very good in the second round. And I think we paid, as I said earlier, we paid a lot to do that. But I feel good getting two players in our top 15. I don't think I would trade that. So we'll see how it plays out. But if we did and chose correctly with our first two picks, I think what do you say in a seven round draft? If you get, I think it's the average is about two players that actually make it, maybe a little bit more than that. And I think the fact that we took these two guys feels like a good draft already for us.
David, as well know, Zachary L'Heureux plays on the edge and tries to be difficult to play against as well too. But as he matures and grows into that role, what do you think? And I know it's immediate because you just drafted him, but what is going to be that kind of focus to make sure you have a player that is difficult to play against, plays on that edge, but doesn't cross it too much to where it's detrimental to the team in games?
Well, you would hope that that would come with you know, the maturity, and I mean, obviously, he still has a lot of junior to play, and I think you know, hopefully we'll get him to our development camp, which will be in the middle of August down here, and we can, you know, get in front of him and talk to him and just see how he thinks things are, how he should be going, where he's the most effective. And again, I think you draft players for a certain reason, so you don't want to take the wind out of anybody's sails. And I think there's probably just a little bit maturity that has to be in his game in terms of you know, picking his spots. But you know, we drafted him because of how he plays and the element that he brings, and you know, we don't want him to lose that.